Today on the Christmas DIY, we're going to be taking a look at an overview and a how-to on building these PVC LED arches for an outdoor display. So I've had these arches for, this will be my third year when I put them up this year. And I have, be 6 arches in total. I have 2 sets of 3. So I did some upgrades this year, so I thought it'd be a good time to make a video. I've actually already got them all built. I'm going to do a quick how-to. These are very simple, very easy to make, customizable in terms of using the different lights and how you want to do that. So in order to build these arches, you just need PVC, an LED string light, and some type of controller to go along with that. So I'm going to get a closer look at how to build one arch, and then you can multiply that by what your needs are. Here is one PVC arch. You need 3 different things to make one arch. You need 1 piece of PVC for the base, roughly 47 inches. You need 1 piece of PVC for the arch, roughly 87 inches. This is 3/4 inch PVC, and it is the thin wall of PVC. The real thick one doesn't work. The LED will not shine through it. You will also need 2 of these 3/4 inch T's to put them together. That is all you need to make one arch. Now, if you're going to string multiple together, I have 3 strung together. You will also need a little bit of PVC just to insert here, just to connect the 2 sides. Now, another thing that you might want to do, you may or you may not, is you may want to glue this together using PVC glue. I opted to not glue mine together just in case I wanted to take them apart. They will stay together unless you pull on them. They'll stay together. But if you want a little extra security, you can glue them. Now, if you don't glue them, a problem that I've had is that with the wind, they will spin and fall down. I combat that by drilling a hole through the end and through the connection piece and just putting a small bolt and bolting that together. That way it cannot twist. But if you glue it together, that will solve that problem, and by the time you stake them down, you're not going to have issues with them falling over. So outside of the PVCs, you're also going to need a string of LEDs, 1 5-meter roll, which is a little over 16 feet, will do both arches. Now, if you're going to string together multiple, you will have to get additional LED string lights, connect them together, whether you solder them or you use some type of connection. If you get more, you may have to also do a power injection. Now, for the amount that I'm doing, the 3 arches, 1 power supply is enough to do all 3 of the arches together. So I have 1 5-meter piece of LED string light, and then I have another section that I've basically cut the other one in half, and that will fill this one fine. Now, you will also need some type of controller. Now, in the past, I used just RGB string lights, but the problem with that is you can only basically light it up a color. You can do red, green, you can have it flash through there using the different apps, but it could just flash one color at a time. So I thought this year I would upgrade. These are the individually addressable LEDs. So I've added these, and they have a whole lot more functions, but you have to have a controller to go with that. For those, I'm using the Athom LED strip controller. These run, I think it was like 20-25 bucks for 1 controller. So I'll have to have 1 controller for each set. So I have 2 different sets. I also put my controller in a small box with the power supply that keeps everything dry. I'll close this up, connect everything together. So that's really what you need. PVC arches, LED strip light, a controller, and a power supply. We're going to take a little bit closer at the way these are constructed. Moving in a little bit and taking a closer look at this. So here you can see I have my power supply, I have my control box. The LEDs start, and I just string them up through the PVC all the way around. You can slide them right through. Just make sure that you keep the LEDs pointing up. I built this little piece out of PVC. This will connect to the end. It just helps to stabilize the arches as they stand. You can see LED comes out in between each one. You can see the bolts here that I've drilled to keep it from spinning. Now I painted my bottom piece green. That's just to kind of help it hide in the grass. The LEDs will not run through this bottom piece. It's going to come through the tube in and then up this tube here. And then here's the other end. This will connect to my third arch. Now on the very end, I made this little adapter that again just helps to stabilize. See, I put a screw in there. The screw will go in this side as well. It will plug in here, and that keeps it from spinning and keeps it nice and stable. I do use just regular garden stakes to hold this down. So we're going to take a little bit more closer look at the LEDs and the control boxes and the different things that you can do with this. Okay, we're going to take another look here at the LED light functions. Again, this is using an Athom control box. The app that you can download on your phone is called WLED. It's pretty easy setup, and once you get into this, there are thousands of options. So I want to try to just run through a few things, and that way we can take a look at this, see what it looks like, some of the different options. Okay, so here we have red, and of course you can change this to just different colors if you want to use standard colors. However, there's a lot of different effects that you can go through and add here. So, just changing this around a little bit, you can see there's a lot of different things you can do here. You can change different colors, different cycles, different blinking. There's just so much you can do within this app. Trying to just find a few different things here that we can look through. So here is chasing colors. And even within these, you can change the speed. You can change the width of the different color beams that are going across. And there's just so many different things. These also include a music effect. I don't use that. I don't have an actual like music playing. I don't do a quote-unquote show. I'm doing a static display, but some of these do have the music capability. But between each different effect that you can use, you have all these different colors that you can choose from. It's a lot. Now, what really interested me was setting up these presets. So you can set up a preset color pattern, and then I've named mine Christmas because it's going to be for my Christmas display. And this preset will run through all of these different effects. You can change the duration, transition times, you can put it on shuffle, repeat, random. There's so much you can do. So for my arches, as of right now, it looks like I've got maybe close to 10 different presets, and I'm going to have this also set up on the timer. This app will do a timer so that at a certain time of day it will come on and it will start running through the Christmas presets. So there's a whole lot here, and I've not even went through everything. But this is the WLED system using the Athom control box.
There's a lot of videos out there if you want more information on that. This is my first time using this, so I don't have a ton of knowledge on it just yet. But there's a lot of videos on YouTube. Check those out. You can get more information on using WLED as well as these individually addressable bulbs. So I'm going to get some additional footage once it's dark, that way you can really see the effect of what this app can do. I wanted to end this video with just a quick look at a handful of the functions that you can use with this LED control box and the individually addressable bulbs. This is just 4 or 5 of the options out of thousands that you could choose from, but just want to give you a view of how this would look at night outside in a Christmas display. Join me next time for another Christmas DIY.